Hello, my name is Alex Mwanzi from St. Francis Healthcare Services. I'm the Youth Empowerment Program Coordinator here. The Youth Empowerment Program is having a flagship name called Shadow Idol. So, Shadow Idol, these are two words. Shadow literally means an image that is created when light is blocked. And to us here as a program, we look at that as an unseen potential of young people. And idol is of course something that people do admire. So, Shadow Idol was started to specifically create a platform where young people 10 to 24 years old can connect, can meet and explore their full potential. Well, so the aim of this youth empowerment program here at St. Francis is transform hidden youth potentials into visible impact. And over years as a program, we have created so many peer educators out of this program. We've gone ahead to create advocates out of this program, and we've had so many young people who can tell a story of change of when they came here and who they are today. So that's literally what inspired the creation of this program, and every day, every now and then, we are creating very, very impactful success stories of young people.
Hello everyone, my name is Sekali Adrian. I am 19 years old, currently a student in my Form 6. So I have spent 9 years at St. Francis in Shadow Idol program, which means I started at around 10 years, and it has been really fun because I got to learn a lot of things. Through the SRHR program, I was able to learn about HIV and other diseases. I got to learn about how to access information and how to access services at different facilities. And currently, I am proud to say that I am a champion in my school, HIV champion. I help young people access information and access services in these different health facilities. I have been groomed through this program to become a leader because I was taught how to speak. If I was not taught how to do that, I wouldn't be here right now, but I was taught how to do it, and I do it proudly thanks to the group. It has been really great because it has opened up so many platforms for me. I was able to go for the first time, it's just a fun fact, but for the first time I was able to go to Africana because of this program. I was able to travel to a lot of places because of this program. It is a very good experience, and personally I would say that everyone is welcome. You feel free to come because this place has also helped nurture my talent. I did not know that I could dance or I could sing or I could act, but because of this program and everything it has enabled me to do, because that way I was able to discover myself, discover that I could be a leader, I could be an advocate, I could be a lot of things. Right now I can dance, I can sing, I can act because I was trained here. I was taught to do all of that here. There is football trainings, there are photography trainings, and through all of these trainings I have been able to add something new to myself. I am someone who can do a lot of things because of this place, and it is really amazing how much you can achieve when you're a member, because I, who is speaking, have achieved a lot, and I would really love to continue being a member because this is a really fruitful place. There is a lot that I am harvesting that I still wish I could harvest, and I wish everyone could see the goodness of this club. People out there could see that this club is more than what it looks like. I wish more people could come, more youth like me, more young people like me could come and join us and enjoy all that I've been able to enjoy. And for my future, I really want to continue being a member, but the way when you grow up, certain things happen, certain things come and begin bombarding you, but being a member here is some of the things I would really want to be with until I grow old, because that is how good it is. And I really want this club to grow, and I really want this club to touch and reach out to so many different young people out there. Many young people that need to be brought up, need to be touched by this program and become someone like me. So many young people need to really learn what I've learned. They really need to get out of their spaces, and this club does exactly that. This club gets you out of your place, and it teaches you to be something more than you really know about yourself. Thank you.
So this program, with our aim over years, it has been able to create peer educators who are change agents, and these are drivers of accurate information, and they champion behavioral change in their communities and schools and wherever they live. Then also we've been able to create a number of youth advocates who stand for what young people believe in. Youth advocates who are able to advocate for youth-friendly services, and youth advocates who are able to care of the youth well-being. But also over years, we've been able to create change agents who are transforming themselves and transforming the communities where they live from. And we boast of having a generation of young people who are turning into very meaningful citizens. So out of this program, young people are able to gain diverse skills, and gaining them using this free platform that we have. One of them is the leadership skills. These leadership skills are being used by young people to influence their well-being in the communities. Most of them have become leaders in schools, leaders in churches, community leaders in youth spaces, and so many others. Then the other thing that young people are able to get out of this program resonates to computer skills. Today, even when you went to school, if you don't have digital skills, computer skills, you are more or less an illiterate. And out of this program, young people are able to understand creating purposeful medias, utilizing digital tools, and they have been able to use such skills to globally communicate all over challenges that young people face in their communities. Young people from this program have been able to obtain MDD skills, music, dance, and drama. And they are using music, dance, and drama as an entertainment approach to communicate SRHR challenges that young people face in their communities. Young people here have also been able to obtain soccer skills, football, and all that. And they are using this to tackle challenges, for example, mental health. And you know, for example, every pass you make in football, how does it resonate to mental health? And by doing so, we are able to pass on information in a friendly manner, in a youth-friendly manner, and we are able to attract youth in one place for them to listen, to learn, to connect, and get transformed. From this program, we have created a platform which is the Adolescent and Young People Living with HIV Symposium, which is our annual event that brings together so many young people living with HIV from all over, basically in Eastern Uganda, to share what they go through as young people. And through such platforms, young people have been able to obtain communication skills, advocacy skills, and interfacing with key stakeholders, policymakers, directly communicate challenges they are facing as people living with HIV in their communities. Out of this program, young people have been able to master the art of saving, not just expenditure. We are proud that we are able to instill the saving culture amongst young people when they are still very young. So every Saturday they come around, they're able to save as little as they get, as little as their parents can provide. And to us, it is not just about saving, it's about supporting these young people to have an economically empowered mind right from their childhood. And we believe that as they go on growing through different stages of growth, they are going to be citizens who know spending versus saving, and we shall end up having a well-empowered community. Through this program, young people have been able to get skills to do with socio-economic empowerment, where they're able to indulge themselves into learning community skills, making beads, making liquid soap, and so forth. And by doing so, young people are getting involved into productive work at their early age, and we are certain that as they are growing, they are getting into citizens who embrace work, not turning into community burdens. And this is our pride as the Youth Empowerment Program. And out of this program, young people are able to learn peer-to-peer support. For example, there are so many young people in communities who do not have a leaning shoulder of a fellow young person. But through this program and our emphasis of peer-to-peer mentorship, young people are able to be a beacon of hope, a beacon of support to fellow young people in communities. So the other thing that young people are able to obtain from the Youth Empowerment Program is the capacity to grow their health-seeking behavior. You know, almost every disease that comes around affects a young person, and not so many of them have the capacity to go and seek medical attention from health facilities. So through this program, we are able to empower young people with sexual and reproductive health skills, to empower them with health-seeking behaviors, so that even when they find a young person going through a similar challenge or themselves, they are able to seek accurate and correct information, but also they are able to support themselves or support fellow young people access quality health care from health services. And by doing so, we believe that we contribute to a bigger percentage of young people accessing quality health services, accessing quality information, and getting transformed through that. So today, young people face diverse challenges, and a critical in our region is early pregnancies. National statistics show that we have so many young girls who are getting pregnant at a very, very young age. And as a program, we've tailored the program activities that address this challenge. One of them is providing quality and accurate sexual, reproductive, and health information to young people. And we've gone as far as conducting school outreaches, community outreaches, where we meet these young girls and empower them with the information, with the skills that they need to stay in schools. But also, those ones who have faced the challenge, we do not neglect them. We've gone ahead to still give them quality information, refer them to services, and we always do follow-ups to ensure that these young people are supported and they are able to live the worth of their lives. So, the other challenge that young people face here is the education, basically drop out of school. We have so many young people dropping out of school because of cost poverty and so many other challenges. And as a program, we come in by admitting them to be part of our activities here, and we empower them with the community skills they can utilize to earn and sustain a life. For example, we take them through making liquid soap, making shampoo, making shoes, and all that. And on the market, these are sellable products that young people can quickly make money and sustain a life. But also, we go ahead to identify the desire of some of these young people. Some of them dropped out, but they wanted to become very professional tailors. They wanted to become very professional hairdressers and maybe have the biggest salon all over. So we go ahead and attach these young people to an apprenticeship program where they can get trained into motor vehicle mechanics, into hairdressing, into tailoring, And by doing so, we are supporting this young person realize their dream even when they don't make it through the formal education system of Uganda and maybe going to university. So when someone becomes a successful tailor, they are able to meet their dream of being the renowned tailor all over Uganda. Same applies to hairdressing and all the others. And by doing so, we are empowering this young person with a skill of their life, but also economically empowering them to live a life and not turning into a waste, if I may say, the community, or even becoming a burden to the community. Our dream as a youth empowerment program is to become a fully fledged youth center equipped enough to support young people and nurture their dreams into full seen potentials all over Uganda. And we look forward to having so many partners support us realize that dream. We also look forward to becoming a center of excellence in disseminating accurate and correct information to so many young people all over the world, particularly Uganda. But also, we look forward to becoming a program that takes a center stage in promoting and advocating for youth-friendly services, not only in our region, but all over. And the community can only do us good by recommending so many young people who need such services, but also identifying avenues of advocacy, identifying avenues of where young people can actively participate to change the community and create one that they dream of, but also partners to support us. Being a fully fledged youth center needs a lot. Resources, equipment, and we invite all partners to come on board to support us realize this dream in any way possible for them to support. Thank you. Over 20 years, the Youth Empowerment Program has been here, and today it has so many lived testimonies. We have not walked this journey alone. We've had so many partners that have come on board to support us. And as St. Francis, as the Youth Empowerment Program, we are very, very, very grateful for your support. And we pray that may God continue blessing your hands and enabling us together to touch so many lives. We want to thank you so much, and we call for even more partnership. But also, we want to thank St. Francis as an organization that has been very intentional in supporting and nurturing dreams of young people to become who they are today, and also continuously supporting those who are just coming in now to become who they want in the future. And as you are watching this, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to all our social media platforms, to like and share, but also referring young people to our center.